We come upon young Huckleberry and his father as he contemplates his escape from the cabin.
But by and by, Pop got too handy with his hickory, and I couldn't stand it. I was all over the welds. He got going ways too much.
Next time a man comes prowling around here, you roust me out. He went here for no good reason, I'd have shot him. Next time you roust me out.
Once, he locked me in and was gone for 3 days. It was dreadful lonesome. I judged that he had drowned and was never going to get out anymore. I was scared. I tried to get out of the cabin many a time, but couldn't find no way. There weren't no window big enough for a dog to get through. I couldn't get up the chimney, it was too narrow. The door was thick, solid oak slabs. Pop was pretty careful not to leave a knife or anything in the cabin when he was away. I reckon I had hunted the place over 100 times. Well, I was most all the time at it, because it was the only way to put time in. I got under the table, raised the blanket, and went to work to saw a section of the big bottom log out, big enough to let me through. Well, it was a good long job, but I was getting towards the end of it when I heard Pop's gun in the woods. I got rid of any signs of my work, dropped the blanket, and hid my saw. Pretty soon Pop come in.
After Huck has escaped his abusive father's cabin, he comes upon some unexpected company.
But by and by, sure enough, I catch a glimpse of a fire through the trees. I went for it, cautious and slow. By and by, I was close enough to have a look, and there lay a man on the ground. It most gave me the phantods. He had a blanket around his head, and his head was nearly in the fire. I sat there behind a clump of bushes, and about 6 foot of him, and kept my eyes on him steady. It was getting gray daylight now. Pretty soon he gasped and stretched himself and huffed off the blanket, and it was Miss Watson's Jim. I'll bet I was glad to see him.
Hello, Jim. Don't hurt me, Don. I ain't never done no harm to a ghost. I've always liked dead people and done all I could for them. You go get in the river again where you belong. You don't do nothing to old Jim. I was always a friend.